Hello students, in chapter 8 application layer, our topic is introduction and the services. Mainly we know application layer is the fifth layer in the TCP/IP protocol suites, and the user will interact with the application layer, submit his query to the application layer, do web browsing through the application layer, and read any email through the application layer. In this topic, we will see how the application layer play a role in the TCP/IP protocol suite. Now we know our application layer is the fifth layer in the TCP/IP protocol suite. Means you can say this is the top layer in the TCP/IP protocol suite. Here the main PDU is the message, and this PDU is of NA size. As we already discussed these things, PDU is called the message and this PDU is of any size. And the address is the specific address, or we call this from the names. Means if we want to access an website, then we will type here www dot, for example, google.com, or if we want to write a email to any friend, then we will write here the name of that person at the rate, and this website name domain.com. For example, you send an email to your friend, you write at the rate gmail.com. This way we have these specific addresses or the names of the particular websites, because for the human recognition, name is very easy to remember as per the or you can say the instead of numbers. Okay, name is very easy to remember. And mainly application layer is provide services to the internet user, because our user will interact only with the application layer, as we all know, the whole internet mainly is a hardware and software but designed and developed to provide services and the application layer, where application layer provide these services to the internet user will submit his query, or do some want to some browsing, then write www.com, the URL of the browser, and get connection with the particular Google server. And these below four layers are mainly here to make these services possible, or the services used by user at the application layer. Okay, next, if we call about the connection of the application layer, mainly the communication at the application layer is logical, not physical. Logical means you can say that the host assume that there is a two-way logical channel between them. This way, here if this one is the sender machine and this one is the receiver machine, they think this is a logical channel between them, through which they can send and receive the message. Communication means logical connection mainly, not a physical connection, not a type of cable or anything between them. The two layer application layers are just a logical connection between them. Means two application layer assume that there is an imaginary direct connection, or you can say they think there is an imaginary direct connection between them. Imaginary direct connection between the two application layers, through which they are sending message or receiving the message. Now when we talk about the application, what is an application? Mainly programs are the applications, and these programs are running in the host computer systems. Like in your computer, browser is an application, or in your computer you are using any other application like Skype you are using, that is an application, a program running in your computer, and that are communicating over the network. You want to do a Skype call to your friend, you run your Skype application in your computer, and your friend is also running the Skype application in his computer or her computer, and you are doing the communication through these application programs, mainly for example web servers or the Skype, Meet, Google Meet, and these things. Now when these programs are running in your computer, we call them as the processes. When these programs are running in your computer, we call them the processes. and the two processes are communicating by using some mechanism. When these processes are in the same computer, for example, this is one computer and here two processes are running, the process number 1 and the process number 2. When these are present in the same computer, then the method or the mechanism we use is called the inter-process communication. Inter-process communication, and this communication is this concept come under the operating system. But when the processes are between two different computers, or you can say the remote communication, process 1 here and the process 2 here, then they are communicating through the message. They communicate through the message. Mainly application layer is between the communication between two processes, and when these two processes are running into different computers or in different hosts, then a client server type of paradigm come into picture. Client server type of paradigms come into picture. How this client and server will take place, let's see. Mainly in a client server paradigm, communication at the application layer is between two running application programs called processes. As we already discussed this one process is running in one person computer, for example process 1, and this process 2 is running in other computer, that is P2. One process we call here is the client process, and second process we call here as the server process. When we are using the services of some other host, you want to download a movie, then you want to download, you submit the request to the server, then you are a client process, and at the server the process is running to give response to your request, that is called a server process. Now what is a server? Server is a particular host that is running all the time, and having a permanent IP address, because when the IP address is changed time to time, then every time a client need to first a client need to find the IP address of the server. That's why we say server are the host which are running all the time and having the particular permanent IP address. Okay, and server processes are waiting for the request for a client. Here your client, this is a client and this is the server. Your client sends a request, to the server, and so many requests are coming to the server at the same time and from the different clients, and a server send a response to the client, for the specific request, okay. And what is a client here? Client process, if you want to download a movie, you need to start the connection for the server, to the server. The client process is process that initiate communication with the server. Here you see, first we submit the request, means we initiate here the connection, with the server, and these are connected, not connected every time to the server or all the time to the server. When we want some services, then we make a connection to the server, otherwise we will be disconnected from the server. And having the dynamic IP address, because your computer is a client host, for example, and you move one network to another network. When you your machine moves one network to another network, its IP address is changed according to the network IDs and the network particular IP address group. Okay, and one important point here is two clients are do not communicate directly. They need a server between them, that is makes becomes an intermediator between the two clients. Example of clients is HTTP, IMAP4 and FTP. These are some particular application layer protocols. We will discuss them in descriptive way. Second thing here, if we talk about that, client server paradigm means the communication between two processes, and one process is client process who wants a service from the server process, initiate the communication by sending a request, and the other side the server process will accept that request and provide services to the client process, or send a response to fulfilling the request of that particular client process. So this is all about mainly application layer paradigm. Application layer paradigm means the protocols are running at the application layer are mainly follow the client and server paradigms.